Well, welcome back to the Gold Globe Report. I'm your host, Courtenay DeHoff, here at the Ford Youth World Show. Yesterday, inside this arena, the name Grant Mastin became kind of synonymous with big wins. We showed you on this show yesterday, he walked away with the 14-18 Trail World Championship, but then later that same evening, this happened. We're talking world champion and reserve world champion in the Western riding. Talk to me about your confidence going into this class. You've got a world title under your belt already. Does it help? Does it hurt? Does it add to the pressure?
Honestly, I think it kind of helped me in a way. I didn't put as much pressure on myself going into this class. I mean, I still set the bar high for myself, and I can't lie, it's something that I did kind of think about, like especially after I got them both back into the finals. And so I just said, I'm going to go ride my horses, do the best I can, and let the cards fall wherever they fall. So it was very good.
Over in the performance arena, Kody Ward and Cali, Brookshire were named your ranch sorting world champions.
Well, it's only one round, so we went in knowing we needed to beat a 56, and we ended up getting a 51.
All right, Kody, tell me a little bit about your horse.
So I'm riding a 4-year-old mare by Smooth as a Cat. We call her Corn. She's probably my favorite horse that I've ever ridden, so I was really thankful I got to show her here.
Great day for sure. Tell me about your horse as well.
Her registered name is Sweet Swingin' Lena. She's 16, and I've had her for like 9 years.
We have a whole handful of additional world champions to get to today, but first, we want to introduce you to an exhibitor who had to fly halfway around the world, quarantine in another country for 20 days before she was finally able to make her way to Oklahoma City to make her Ford Youth World dreams come true.
So the journey to get here was quite long, and I mean, I've been away from home for like a month already. So because traveling between South Africa and the States isn't super easy, we ended up having to spend 20 days in Mexico before we could even like step foot in the States, and we had to get at least 2 negative COVID tests.
Now, did you know you were going to get stuck in Mexico for 20 days? Did you have, I wouldn't have had enough clothes packed.
Well, we have 4 suitcases filled up with stuff, so we didn't know, to be honest, because it was so touch and go, and for a long time I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to come here. So we were so scared that we were going to get stuck in another country and not be able to come home and not be able to come here. So it was really touch and go for everything. World Show was great. I loved it. I've met so many amazing people here, and I've made so many like lifelong friendships. So I had a great experience. My coach was really happy with my runs, and you know what? I've learned stuff here that I'm going to be able to take with me through the rest of my journey and the rest of my career.
And I have to certainly admire someone like you, because it's not like you've been at home practicing on these horses. Had you ever ridden these horses before you got to the States?
Well, Shiny, my gelding, I've had him since 2016, and every time I come over to the States and Canada, I show him. So I've ridden him at least for 6 months before I came here. Chaka, my mare, I rode her for the first time on move-in day. So when I went in for level 1, that was the first time I'd ever gone into the show pen with her, and it was, I mean, she was great. She's such a great mare. So we bought her off the video, and they did a great job pairing us up. She's so sweet.
That's very cool. Now, Jordan, how did you get into showing? Do you have a lot of shows in South Africa? Do you show there as well?
I do show in South Africa, so like I compete against the same 4 people every time. And it's growing, but it's growing very slowly. And the way I got into riding in that here is my coach used to come down to South Africa to do clinics. And he stopped coming out, and he eventually said to me, well, if you want to get serious about this, you need to start showing on a larger scale. So I started going to Canada and showing in Canada, and then I started coming here.
Back in the arena, we caught up with Camille Kennedy, your 13 and under trail world champion, who took home a gold globe for the very first time.
So Clyde is 13. He's the goofiest horse you've ever met. He's super fun and trusting, and I just love him so much.
Very good. Now, it's your first gold globe, so Kennedy, I have to ask, do you know where you're going to put this coveted globe? Do you have a spot picked out?
Not yet, but I'm gonna pick a great spot in the house.
For the 3rd year in a row, Emma Gray Score was named your 13 and under horsemanship world champion. Emma, we saw you earlier on the equestrian side of things pick up a gold globe. Now you have another. How does it feel?
That's good. Oh, I loved my extended lope and extended jog. Everything else was really good.
Following in her world champion mother's footsteps, it was Trinity Bell on The Beat Goes On in the 13 and under Western Pleasure, riding a granddaughter of Hall of Fame mare Vital Signs Are Good.
I was actually not that confident in myself. I did not think I would make it to the finals. When I figured out I was top 5, I almost started crying because this is my first youth world.
And finally, your 14 to 18 ranch riding world champion. Tell me a little bit about your performance today.
I remember bits and pieces. I thought I was going great. I've got reserve before, but I never thought I would get to first. And so when the other horse was called and it was just left me in the arena, I was freaking out. I was definitely freaking out. I've been dreaming about this since I was a little girl, and I always wanted to win it on him, especially because we got him as a baby. He's been with us for 11 years, and so this is, yeah. I'm still not sure if I'm in reality right now or not.
This has been your Gold Globe Report. I'm your host, Courtenay DeHoff. Be sure to tune in for more action tomorrow from the Ford Youth World Show.